Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, so you finally took the leap, bought that gorgeous, sleek, new induction cooktop, and now you're just staring at it, completely terrified of ruining that flawless, mirror-like finish. Sound familiar? Well, protecting this incredibly expensive new appliance and actually getting the most out of it is surprisingly simple, but really only if you know the ground rules.
Let me ask you something. Is your brand new stove suddenly flashing these mysterious error codes at you and flat out refusing to heat? Or maybe you've noticed your absolute favorite pans just aren't sitting quite flat anymore. I totally get that frustration. Honestly, it kind of feels like the stove has a mind of its own sometimes. But don't worry, we're going to fix all of that today.
Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The magic of induction. 2. Choosing the right cookware. 3. Mastering the heat. 4. Protecting the glass surface. And 5. Decoding errors and safety.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1. The magic of induction. The science behind the speed.
To actually master this appliance, we really have to understand what's happening under the hood. So, traditional gas or electric stoves generate thermal heat, like a literal flame or a glowing red coil, and then they transfer that heat to the pan. But induction is a totally different beast. It actually acts as an incomplete electrical circuit. There's this coil of copper wire hidden under the glass that generates powerful electromagnetic fields. And this field, it directly heats the iron inside the pan itself. Think about that for a second. The glass surface isn't actually generating the heat at all. It literally only gets warm because your hot pan is resting right on top of it.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 2, choosing the right cookware. Why your old pans might not work.
Because of that magnetic magic we just talked about, induction cooking requires completely different gear. To close that electrical circuit, your cookware absolutely has to contain iron. Period. So, compatible metals include your classic cast iron, 300 series stainless steel, and carbon steel. On the flip side, incompatible metals, ones that will do absolutely nothing on your new stove, include copper, glass, and aluminum. Oh, and this is absolutely crucial. Your pan bases must be perfectly flat and between 4 to 9 inches in diameter, or else the cooktop sensors simply won't trigger.
I absolutely love this practical advice from cooking science manager Sarah Little. She says when searching for a pan, take a magnet to the store with you. The stronger the magnet holds to the pan, the better connection you'll have. Honestly, scratch going to the store right now. Just go steal a fridge magnet from your kid's artwork and test the pans you already have sitting in your kitchen. It is the hands-down easiest way to know for sure.
Moving right along to Section 3, mastering the heat, retraining your cooking brain. To really master induction, we kind of have to unlearn decades of muscle memory from gas or electric stoves. Why? Because induction heat is hyper-efficient. For example, why shouldn't you preheat an empty pan? On a gas stove, we do this all the time, right? We turn on the burner while we chop vegetables. But on induction, empty pans heat up dangerously fast. If you crank the heat on an empty pan, you can literally destroy non-stick coatings in seconds, permanently warp the metal base of the pan, and even cause extreme, localized heat that damages the internal coils of the cooktop itself.
So how does this change things? Well, here is your vital new cooking workflow. Step 1, prep all your ingredients completely before you even touch that dial. Your garlic should be chopped, your liquids measured, the whole shebang. Step 2, add a thin layer of oil or splash of water directly to the pan. Step 3, only then do you turn on the induction heat, starting on a safe medium-low setting. Oh, and a super quick tip here, reserve that tempting boost function exclusively for rapid boiling. Never, ever use it for regular cooking or searing, or I promise you, you will burn your meal in the blink of an eye.
And this brilliantly illustrates our next point. Section 4, protecting the glass surface, keeping that mirror-like finish pristine.
Okay, the ultimate golden rule of glass protection is this. Always lift your pans. Never ever slide them. Even an invisible, tiny grain of salt trapped underneath a pan will permanently scratch that beautiful ceramic glass. Now I've got a seriously mind-blowing secret to help you protect it. Can you cook right through a paper towel? Well, remember earlier? Because the glass itself isn't generating the heat, and those electromagnetic fields are doing all the heavy lifting. Those fields can actually pass right through non-magnetic barriers.
Yes, you literally can. You can use specialized fiberglass-infused silicone mats right on the burner while you cook. Or, if you're cooking on medium heat or lower, you can place a standard paper towel directly under the pan to catch grease splatters. It completely prevents sliding around and protects the glass from those nasty cast iron scratches. Just remember, and this is super important, this is only for induction. Never try this on a traditional electric stove or it will instantly catch on fire. Now, for your standard, everyday maintenance,
Here's a super simple 5-step cleaning routine. 1. Let the surface cool down completely. 2. Gently scrape away any baked-on grease using a specialized flat plastic or razor scraper. 3. Spray it with some diluted white vinegar. 4. Apply a specialized ceramic glass cleaner using a soft pad. And 5. Polish it to a nice shine with a dry microfiber cloth. Notice what's missing from that list? Never use harsh chemicals like ammonia, chlorine bleach, or abrasive steel wool. They will absolutely wreck the surface.
But wait, we do have a very stark exception here. If you spill sugary syrup or tomato sauce, you need to treat that like a literal sugar emergency. You must scrape this off immediately with your specialized tool and a dry towel while the surface is still hot. If that sugar cools down, it will permanently pit the glass, and crucially, listen to this, never use a wet cloth or sponge on a hot induction spot to clean it. It will cause a violent steam explosion and severely burn you. So remember, hot surface, dry towel.
All right, let's head into our final segment, Section 5, Decoding Errors and Safety, Translating the Blinking Lights.
First off, take a deep breath here. Your stove isn't broken. It's simply a hypersensitive, highly communicative tool that's just trying to protect itself. Let's use this quick cheat sheet to translate what it's saying. If you see hot or just an H, that's just a residual heat warning telling you the glass is over 150 degrees. Just don't touch it. If you see LOC, you've simply bumped the child's safety lock. Just hold the lock button down for 3 seconds to clear it out. And what about those scary ones, like E3, CD, or NO? While it looks like a total system failure, it literally just means pan not detected. Make sure you're using a flat, magnetic pan that is properly centered right on the burner. See? Scary error codes are almost always just pan issues, not a broken machine.
To keep this thing from just suddenly shutting itself down in the middle of a meal, you really need to follow these essential safety tips. You absolutely must maintain 1.5 to 2 inches of cabinet clearance underneath the stove so it can breathe. And be sure to use a soft brush to clean the intake and exhaust vents monthly. Blocked airflow is a massive cause of overheating errors. Also, always ensure it's connected to a dedicated 240-volt circuit and never, ever use an extension cord. A short circuit or an overloaded extension cord is a severe fire hazard. Just don't do it.
Now, I do need to highlight a really serious safety warning here. Because of those powerful electromagnetic fields we discussed earlier, pacemaker and insulin pump users absolutely must consult a doctor before using an induction cooktop. These fields can disrupt medical implants, so it's totally, absolutely crucial to check first. And on a slightly less serious, but still super important note, keep your credit cards and smart devices off the glass, or those magnets might just wipe all your data. Seriously, treat the cooktop as a dedicated cooking space, not just an extra countertop.
So what does this all mean for us? What should you take away from this explainer? Well, I want to leave you with this final thought. Are your daily cooking habits triggering your cooktop's error codes, or are you totally ready to master the magic of induction? By unlearning those old stovetop habits, grabbing a fridge magnet to check your pans, and treating that gorgeous glass surface with care, you are completely empowered to confidently enjoy this sleek, incredibly fast appliance for years and years to come. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go make something delicious.